Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Kami po ay natutuwa at narito ngayon kasama na aking mga estudyante and their parents and Teacher Martha here. As you will see, she's also visually impaired, and our administrative clerk from the Northern Luzon School for Visually Impaired, all the way from Baguio City. It is not an accident that we are here. Everything happens with a purpose and with a blessing. It's through media, that's why we are here. Abel saw us, we were presented by Cara David in one of his episodes, Eyewitness. Doon kami na-discover ni Abel. I so believe that we are all God's instrument to help people who are really in need. These visually impaired children, they're only 4 here, but in the past we used to have more than 50, almost 60, helping these blind children. They became blind because they are poor. They were not able to have the proper vaccinations, and because of poverty, then they became blind. So with Martha here, that ngayon po nangyari, nagkatikdas siya, kaya siya ay nabulag. But mind you, she is a teacher of visually impaired, isa po sa mga guro doon sa aming eskwelahan sa Baguio, na all visually impaired with other disabilities, mentally handicapped at that, but then because of the love that they experience with us, they become like us, normal. They cannot see, but I am very sure they can feel the love, kasi ang bulag naman po ay hindi naman po bulag din ang kanilang puso. Nararamdaman din po nila ang ating pagmamahal. Kahit hindi nila tayo nakikita, alam nila na may mataong nagmamahal sa kanila. Before telling, because we might end till tomorrow, if I'm going to tell you about the history of School for the Blind, later, meron pa kaming sulat na babasahin ni Martha in Braille, addressed to Sir Abel and Mr. Andrew Tan. Kanina po nagbasa na ng sulat ng mga tumang bata para kay Matteo. Thank you, Matteo, for being such a wonderful man together with Abel, partnering with this advocacy. Hindi po namin kaya, mind you. Wala na po kaming foreign aid, kaya napakaswerte po namin. Narito kami ngayon. Hindi po kami nagmamakaawa, because hindi naman dapat magmakaawa sa taong may puso, di po ba? Okay. And you will see that how they can perform, and I'm sure you will enjoy watching them. They cannot only sing, but they're not only good musically, but also in terms of academics, because they are mainstream. They are integrated with the regular schooling, and they can be at par with the regular children that we have, the sighted children that we have in our school. So, may I please call our students to perform this afternoon. We have here first Wendell Biala, a grade 9 student of Aledo Mount Carmel Montessori. They all started actually with the Northern Luzon School for Visually Impaired, which we offer everything for free from head to toe. Kwento po kay Matteo kanina, hanggang sa shampoo ng kuto, because they come, if they come from far-flung areas, under the heat of the sun, kaya pag pumunta sila sa amin, ganun talaga. But of course, not all of them, but majority. As far as Cagayan, Ifugao, Mountain Province, Ilocos, La Union, Pangasinan, ang mga bata na ito na kami kinukuha. How do we survive? Like I mentioned earlier, because of the generous people, the mga walk-in donors, and we provide everything free. Schooling, including their clothing, medicines, etc. And hanggang po sa papacheck up ng kanilang mga mata, they have to have that also. Okay, Wendell Biala, a grade 9 student. Come please, Wendell. Wendell has low vision. Somebody go. And Mark, a grade 7 student with same school. Saika, grade 7 student. Abel. And Aldrin, a grade 8 student. All studying at the same school. But actually, they all started with the Northern Luzon School for Visually Impaired. Some of them, they started when they were kinder until grade 4. Ito po ay mga Baguio ang Latinidad. They're supposed to be 6 with us today. Pero dalawa po ay may sakit kaya hindi sila nakasama sa atin ngayon. Zaika will first sing the Ave Maria. While we are preparing, I would like Martha here to read first our letter to our friend here, Abel, and to Mr. Andrew Tan. Martha is a graduate of Northern Luzon School for Visually Impaired, and now she's teaching multi-level from grades 2 to 4. Unang-una po siya sa maswerte na naka-benefit sa School for the Blind. Dahil nung una po, mayaman kami kasi meron po kaming foreign aid. Pero ngayon, like I mentioned earlier, wala na po, so maswerte siya kasi not only because she was able to receive those blessings at the earlier stage of our school, but she is also blessed with 6. And sadly, one passed away recently. 6 lang naman po kanyang anak. Ang kanyang ex-boyfriend ay also visually impaired, who is teaching in our school as guitar teacher. So Martha, can you please read the letter?
Dear Mr. Abel and Sir Andrew Tan, prayerful greetings. The Northern Luzon School for the Visually Impaired Incorporated, NLSVI, formerly known as Northern Luzon Association for the Blind Incorporated, NLAB, is a non-profit, non-stock charitable institution concerned with the welfare of the visually impaired persons in Northern Luzon. It envisions a society where the visually impaired persons are fully integrated, their rights upheld, and their potentials recognized and developed. We also facilitate the integration of the visually impaired persons in society by assisting the community in providing educational services and livelihood training so as to promote independent and meaningful living, equal opportunities, and worthy livelihood. The Northern Luzon School for the Visually Impaired Incorporated provides free education, clothing, medical needs, board and lodging, and other needs to indigent children coming from the different parts of Northern Luzon since its inception in 1959. At present, we are only depending on the local donations. We are also operating a massage training center for the adult blind in order to provide them a decent livelihood. In line with this, we would like to request for your assistance to help sustain the education of our children of Northern Luzon School for the Visually Impaired and the Livelihood Center of our adult visually impaired brothers and sisters of Northern Luzon, particularly in Cordillera Administrative Region, the are. In behalf of the Board of Directors, faculty, staff, and the visually impaired children of NLSBI and our adult blind friends, we thank you very dearly. Signed by our President CEO, Miss Donna Digna S. Rosario.
Thank you, Martha. Now, bago po kakanta si Zaika ng Ave Maria Baygonon, meron din siyang sulat kay Kuya Matteo niya. As gusto po niyang basahin para marinig nyo. Akala nyo, ang ating mga visually impaired ay hindi humahanga.
Dear Kuya Matteo, I am Kyle Zaikadayani, a grade 8 student of Our Lady of Mount Carmel Montessori, sponsored by Teacher Donna S. Rosario. How I wish I can see you, but I can feel your love at alam ko pong mabuti kayong puso. At marami kayong napapasayang tao at marami rin nai-inspire sa inyo at isa na po ako dun. Masaya po ako dahil sa wakas, makikita ko na kayo at maririnig ang inyong boses. Sana po bigyan kayo ni God ng mahabang buhay at mabuting kalusugan at sana po marami pa po kayong mapasaya at matulungang tao. Lagi ko po kayong isasali sa mga dasal ko. Thank you po. Sana po matulungan ninyo ako sa aking pag-aaral.
Isn't that a miracle? Sabi niya, nakita raw niya sa miracle. Nakita ka niya, Mateo. Give your letter. Give your letter kay Mateo.